Hey, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know exactly when the next Costen Hammer Productions video drops. Be sure to follow us all things social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in the links below.
Live from Costen Hammer Productions, it's Saturday Night Scoop. Sit back and enjoy while we thoroughly entertain you with comedy, sports, music, and more. Now, here are your hosts, Tobin Costen and Josh Hammer.
Good evening, everyone. Here is a special introduction to Saturday Night Scoop. Hit it. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. Should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave the key. If I know just for 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go. Walk out the door. Just turn around, cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Got all my life to live. Got all my life to live. I will survive. Yeah. And welcome everyone to Saturday Night Scoop. We wanted to let you know that we are not only surviving, we're thriving, glowing, and growing. As always, the headphones are coming off because I'm just too excited to share with you about our weekly talk show, Saturday Night Scoop. Tonight, I'm your host, Josh Hammer, with co-host Tobin Costen, and our very special guest, Zach McClure, who is not only the male student-athlete at a Division II institution that we are all quite familiar of, but he was the first-place finisher in the Sonoma State Fall Invitational, had 3 top 5 finishes, was named Pac West Men's Golfer of the Week, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times during his remarkable and historic season. And so on that note, Zach McClure, welcome to Saturday Night Scoop.
You are the man, bro. What's up?
Hammer and Costen, thank you. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you for joining us. You know, we've had some amazing people, but I don't know if we've had any golf champions yet. So I just want to say, you as a golf champion, rocking and rolling, swinging the iron, swinging the wood, all that stuff. I love it. I love it.
You know, it sounds like it might be a bad joke, but a wise man once said, when a wrestling fan, a college golfer, and a kick-ass music producer walk into a bar, bada bing, bada boom, coolest guys in the room.
There you
How
go.
you doing?
How you doing?
Well put. Well put. Anyways, as you can tell, if you've seen Madagascar, we like to move it whenever we get together. Zach, it's been a while since we last spoke, 2 days ago on Learning the Ropes podcast.
Right.
Zach, you liked it so much, you had to come back for more, and I really appreciate you coming on to come kick it with Costen and I tonight. As comments are filing in, I'm anticipating a lot more excitement for Zach McClure, the master golfer himself, coming on the show to shed some light around golf. The only golf that I'm good at, I'm just going to say it right now, is Wii golf. I am only good at Wii golf.
Is that even the thing? Like, are good golfers good at Wii golf? Because I was like a champion Wii tennis guy. I used to sit around in my boxers playing Wii tennis, and like people would come over and like, "Are you in your underwear?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing Wii tennis.
I'm golfing.
I'm about to be a champion." So my question is to you, Zach. Were you a Wii golfer? Does that even relate to your golf skills? How does that work? Tell me.
I'm a great Wii golfer, but I don't typically lead with that. That's not my primary strategy.
That's not when you're trying to go on a date with somebody. You'd be like, "Hey, I'm a Wii golfer. Would you like to go on dinner?"
I'll show them pictures of like some like real authentic trophies, some college successes, maybe a couple pictures.
I got you.
I used to do the same thing, man. I used to show my Little League trophies. That was a game winner every time.
Oh,
right. Hey, right here.
Wow. Hey,
Game Ball,
wait a minute. Game Ball? What is that from? 2010.
May 15th, 2010, 10 strikeouts against the Tigers.
Oh, my goodness. That is amazing. 10 strikeouts. That's fabulous.
Dang. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Man, yeah, I'm very impressed. I had no idea you were actually an athlete. I knew you were a golfer, but I didn't realize golfers could be athletes. And you've proven that once again. That's what's going on.
And Costen, I didn't know you could make the accordion cool. You made it.
You know what?
You made it cool.
Wait,
hey,
what?
Man,
so I'm sure.
On this accordion.
Poti volare espera. I bet you those of you tuning in didn't think you were in store for a concert. Well, guess what?
Tonight's the night. What else would I be doing on a Saturday night?
Oh, a special guest.
Hanging out.
Who's a special guest?
Yeah,
who was that?
That was little sister Rachel.
Oh.
Tell her that she
Rachel.
is. Wow. All I think about when you just said Rachel, Costen and I like to quote The Dark Knight from time to time. I just want to go, Rachel!
Where is she?
Where is she?
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
I love that movie, by the way. Swear to me!
My favorite moment in Dark Knight Rises, not to get off topic, but to get off topic.
Yeah.
In Dark Knight, particularly when Anne Hathaway, as Catwoman, he comes in his Batwing or Bat helicopter, it looks more like in Dark Knight. But he's sitting in there, and she's like, "Nice ride." He's like, "This isn't a car." It's like, well, sorry.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, dude.
But to a real point, I wanted to make a point about, the Batwing is no small ride. And there's a new product for Psycho Cider that just released that I would say is of Dark Knight proportions.
It is definitely of Dark Knight proportions. And I'm glad that you brought that up. Plug. Man, I got these delicious 64-ounce growlers. 64 ounce. That's literally the most delicious 64 ounces you'll ever taste of. Look at this. You got that pop top, man. You got that pop top. Oh, my God. Every time someone says something, we're going to do drip, drip, drip. Okay. But anyway, look at this thing. Psycho Cider. Man, these things are absolutely wonderful. And I'm saying we should give one of these away tonight. It doesn't matter. You could have your water in there. You could have your beer in there. You could have your Psycho Cider in there. You could have anything you want in here, and it will remain cool. If you want something hot in it, it'll remain hot. But yes, Psycho Cider Roller. Okay, Hammer, you are killing me right now because I'm trying to tell the story of this delicious Psycho Cider.
I was listening.
Growler.
I was just so full of energy.
You were just full of energy and enthralled by the greatness of the Psycho
because
Growler.
I'm just gonna say it right now. It's not just good. It's insanely
good.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Insanely good. I'm telling you guys right now, we're gonna give away this tonight. Holler at your boys, and we can get that cracking. Okay? Cool.
Rock on. So there's also, being that we're practicing social distancing, there are psycho masks available.
Yeah, you got to
Available
get
right now.
you got to get your Psycho mask. It's fabulous. You know, I forgot to bring one
I did
with
too.
me tonight, but that is okay. It does not matter. We have cool Psycho masks. They're fabulous. I got you. Just holler at your boy. We'll give away a Psycho mask today. So I'm gonna give away this wonderful growler. Yeah.
Throw it down.
Boom. Exactly. That's how we get down. But yes, growler and Psycho mask. It's all good. I'm all about it, baby.
BEA beautiful.
Yes, that's real
So,
talk.
that being said, Costen, being that you are the platinum producer you are with a master golfer, there's all kinds of directions that we could take tonight, but I wanted to focus in on maybe you could just share maybe one story about what it's like to be a platinum producer, and I'm just going to kick back, all right? You guys got the show.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this story, which is kind of a crazy story. So I was down in Los Angeles,
Salsa.
and there's this group. I don't even think I should say names, just in case. I want to protect the
confidentiality.
I like that. So I was down in Southern California, and I had an opportunity to sign these rappers, and they happened to be Crips. So they were real gangbangers. They were real Crips, but they were the most talented gangbangers. They were on some next level. Okay. So I happened to be, I'm like, hey, okay. A buddy of mine said, hey, Tobin, you got to go down. You got to sign these guys. They're hot. I listened to their demo. I'm like, I'm going down. So myself and my business partner, Dave Grisham, at the time, we had this tight little bungalow down in Studio City. We made our way over to South Central. So we go to South Central. We go to this house. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are knocking on the door. So as I go in this house and everything's boarded up and I get in and I'm just like, okay, I'm just naive. I got these contracts and we're talking numbers. I say, hey, here's what we did. This is what we agreed upon, the contract. And every like 5 minutes, people are knocking on the door. And I'm just like, what is going on here? What's going on here? And knocking on the door, people coming out, knocking on the door, people coming in. I'm like, what is going on? Well, I'm not going to say what was going on there because, I want to be confidential with people and what they do. But it happened to be, I was afraid that I was going to get arrested that night because some things were going in between a mailbox and all this stuff, and people were coming in and out. And I'm just telling you, these guys are talented. Put a single out on them. They were like real hot in the 90s. And I will just tell you, it was very interesting. It was my first time being in a location of, I would say, convenience. It was more like a drugstore, like a CVS, if you will, where people are going in and out. And I'd never been a part of anything or seen anything like that, but that was absolutely a crazy evening.
Welcome to the entertainment business.
That's how it's going down, man. You will just see some of the crazy things. Some of the most famous people that you see at a party, and they're doing some crazy things with alcohol and drugs, and you see some sex, and you're just like, I've seen that guy or that girl on TV. You might have a little something going on there. Does the world know that these people are crazy? They don't.
Oh, no.
But, I'm never going to tell the story, but I will tell you I've seen some crazy things with some crazy people. But one of the funnest parties I ever went to in my entire life, it was the 10-year anniversary to the Priority record label. It was their party, their 10-year anniversary. And for those of you who don't know who Priority is, they're the ones that used to have Ruthless Record and Eazy-E. They're the ones who had Ice Cube. Yeah. So they had their 10-year anniversary party, and it was at the Paramount Studios, and they had Confunction there. They had all these different Cameo play. They had all this music playing. They had this Ferris wheel. Like, I was blown away. I was like, man, when you're a record company and you throw a party with a Ferris wheel and Confunction playing, you are on some next level and had every food that you could possibly imagine.
Funnel cakes?
Oh, man, they had funnel cakes. They had funnel cakes. They had cakes. They had cheesecake. They had steak. They had everything you could possibly imagine. Wow. Back then, I was a meat eater before I became a vegetarian. So I will tell you, it was delicious. And they're playing this loud music. And at the end of the night, my wife and I, we were like, we're going to get out of here. We're leaving. We're sitting there and we're waiting to have these cars coming in and out. And we're waiting for a car. And who do we see hanging out there, helping us grab a car? Was David Schwimmer himself, the nicest man. Nothing but love to my man David Schwimmer. He is so hilarious. He's such good people, and he made sure my wife and I got into a car and we drove through. So there you go.
Wow,
we're staying safe. David Schwimmer, that's my dude.
That's your dude.
You know, I run into him, I'll be like, David Schwimmer, that's my dude. So
all right,
much
good
love.
To know.
Yeah, so I got
funnel cakes and Ferris wheels. That you're not doing a party right unless you got that.
Funnel cakes, Ferris wheels, and then, you know, if you happen to be, you know, at a CVS pharmacy that happens to be someone's house, that could be trouble too. But thank goodness, no shackles, didn't go to jail. Awesome.
Good. That's great news. And being that this is the Behind the Scoop on Saturday Night Scoop, yes. I want to dive headfirst into something that I don't even understand what's going on. And that's particularly what it's like to graduate during COVID-19. So, Zach, on a very celebratory note, but also a really sad note, I wanted to just ask. Folks have been asking us, like, can you guys talk about graduation? And so instead, we wanted to be sure that we brought on someone who could really speak to that. And being that a recent graduate of the class of 2020. Yeah. So, that's all I got for you. I'm sorry. There it is. So,
first of all, congratulations, man. That is awesome. It's a great accomplishment. For those of you who don't know, I had Zach in a few classes. Great student, great guy. Sometimes I had to come by and wake him up, but that's okay. He got to get through and graduate. So, hip hop hooray! There you go.
Well, Zach, maybe to that point, I think it's important that you share how many units did you take to grind it out to get through it. Maybe you slept, but that's fine. You shook out the trees, the mental cobwebs, and got through nonetheless.
Right. So I went to a junior college for 2 years in Livermore, California, Las Positas College.
Las Positas.
Right. I went from being a Las Positas Hawk to a Holy Names Hawk.
Same color too.
Hawk, yeah. And so not all of my junior college classes transferred. And going into my last semester, Allison Torres, our wonderful business major counselor, had said that I needed 24 units to graduate on time.
Oh,
and Holy Names
casual of 24.
Right. Holy Names only allows you to take 18, or else you have to get charged a surcharge per unit.
Yes.
So she introduced me to Straighter Line, which is like an independent online accredited university that has transferable credits at a lower cost. So that coupled with the term class feature at Holy Names, where they have the compacted classes in 7 weeks, I was able to kind of spread out 8 classes, 24 units. I started my first online class in December and finished it the last week of May. So I really used that full time window. But yeah, blessed to be able to graduate. It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So did you have a ceremony? Did you actually have a ceremony?
I did not. We're not big on. I didn't want to take up everyone in my family Saturday and do one of the Zoom graduations. So it's funny. My graduation was I went with a few buddies and played golf up in the foothills in Angels Camp, and I got a hole-in-one for my third hole-in-one. So
that's awesome.
That was my graduation gift this year.
Yes. Well, congratulations on that. So when I think about my celebration and when I graduated, when I had the opportunity to hear my friend Matt Flanders, so talented actor, activist, he does it all. And he actually spoke, and it touched me. So it was like I was one of the finalists to speak, so I was kind of excited about that. I thought I was going to give my chance to do something crazy. But Matt Flanders, they picked Matt because Matt was obviously really, really good, but he was so funny and all that stuff. And I will always remember Matt Flanders being the best speaker. We did have the late, great Cokie Roberts. She put me to sleep. No disrespect to her. Rest in peace. Look her out to her. She was very, very boring. And then she started off making fun of the priests of the Jesuits. And
Not a good book.
After that. And then by the time I woke up, I was like, what's going on? But yes, no disrespect, but Matt Flanders, my dude, he is fabulous. I love that guy. He did a great speech and it motivated me into the man I am today.
Oh, there we go. That's good. So, Zach, I hate to break it to you, but this is your commencement speech right here.
Wow.
But I don't know any other way that you could want this. I mean, we opened up with a hot fire introduction. So those of you that are just tuning in late in the stream, we would encourage you to check out our introduction. We tipped our cap off. Yes.
We killed it. It just from the beginning to the middle to the
I
end.
will.
It was awesome.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't not good.
I
Okay.
mean, that's
I can
true.
live with that.
It was a slight step above Fergie in the NBA All-Star game. I will say that.
Yes, we were definitely ahead of that one. Much love to my girl Fergie because I'm a huge fan and I love her.
BET,
yes,
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Right.
Another nice person. If you ever meet her.
Oh
really
dang! Now I
funny.
feel bad for putting her on blast like that.
Well, you can put her on blast because if I ran into her, I would put her on blast too. But she's really nice person, cool, and so talented.
I agree. Big girls don't cry. That's all I know. Thank you, Fergie. So Zach, how have you managed to be productive through this time? I know that someone got a job recently. Is that true?
Yes, gainfully employed.
Right.
That's so
Thank you very much.
That's great.
I appreciate it, Costen. So I was, for the past year, interning for an insurance company in Walnut Creek, not far from Oakland. So I was able to continue being a student athlete and work. Lo and behold, like I said, we graduated this semester somehow, and then I applied for a full-time position with the same company. And because the COVID situation kind of made companies hesitant on hiring, they froze the program for anyone who applied externally. But because I was a previous employee, they let me start this training position early. So super fortunate to be able to work right now. So
absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, we're closing in on time, but I did want to just say, again, congrats to anyone who graduated in the class of 2020.
Yes.
We are proud of you. We are proud of you. We are proud of you.
Yes.
And Zach, congratulations on a historic and remarkable career in golf.
Absolutely.
Thank you for taking the time not only to be on Learning the Ropes, but also on our weekly talk show, Saturday night school. Austin, I think you got to bring in the accordion here to wrap it up. Do you have it with? Yes, bring it. Ukulele.
I want to tell you I love you.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me. That's a sin. I won't to the sack up. Funky, but I'm just going to fast forward. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around.
Jump around.
For a second, I thought you were singing Once Upon a Dream from, that too, but I was also thinking Sleeping Beauty. But,
hey, you got to understand, I'm back and forth and back. That's what I do. But I literally could make a hit record with an accordion, a ukulele, and you on the mic, baby.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We're at least going gold, 500,000. That's how.
Round of applause.
That is awesome.
That is a wrap. Saturday night.
Go.
Hey, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know exactly when the next Costen and Hammer Productions video drops! Be sure to follow us all things social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in the links below.